Hey kids, today's story is Samuel Hears God's Voice. This story begins with a woman named Anna. Every year she went with her husband to the tabernacle to worship God. One day Anna went to the tabernacle to pray. She was a little sad because she didn't have children, so she asked God, "If you give me a son, he will be yours for his entire lifetime." Time went by, and God answered Anna's request. He gave her a son, and she named him Samuel, which means God has heard. When Samuel grew up, he was no longer a baby, and the time came for Anna to fulfill her promise. So she took him to the tabernacle for him to serve God alongside Eli, the priest. Even though Samuel was just a child, he served the Lord all the time, and he even slept in the temple. So he grew in the presence of the Lord, serving him and helping Eli. Each year, his mom would make him a robe and take it to Samuel. That must have been very special for him. During those days, the word of the Lord was rare, and there was no frequent vision. But one night, when the lamp of God had not yet gone out, Samuel was asleep, and he heard someone calling his name, "Samuel!" So Samuel got up and ran to where Eli was and said, "I am here, for you called me." But Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back to bed." So Samuel went back to bed. But then he heard the same voice again, "Samuel!" Once again, he stood up and went to see Eli to see what he needed. Eli replied, "I did not call you. Lie down again." A third time, Samuel heard the voice, "Samuel." So once again, he went to see Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me." Then Eli understood that it was God who was calling Samuel. So he told him, "Go, lie down. If he calls you again, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" So Samuel went back to his bed, and he heard the voice again, "Samuel, Samuel." This time Samuel replied, "Speak, for your servant is listening." Then God gave Samuel an important message for Eli and for the people of God. From that day forward, Samuel received special messages from God, and he delivered them to many people. All this was because he learned to hear God's voice. With this story, we learn that just like Samuel, we must hear God's voice and pray always.